Meantime, we also await the president, what he might do with the southern border. After reporting last week that the president was considering limiting asylum claims at the border, Axios has a new report out today. Here's the headline, quote, "Inside Biden's delay on going nuclear at the border." Now, the article reads, quote, "President Biden's road to a dramatic executive order to stem illegal border crossings, now expected within weeks, has dragged out for months as he prepares for legal challenges, political backlash, and enforcement shortages." Come on in. Texas Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar. If you watch this show, you know you see the congressman here frequently. We appreciate seeing you as always. So, Congressman, one of the reasons we love talking to you, you shoot us straight. You're a Democrat who represents a border town. What are you hearing about the president's potential executive orders, and what do you want to see him do?
Well, certainly I wish he would have done it yesterday, but it's been dragging on for a while. But, again, that's an eternal debate within the White House. But I feel that the president can do certain things as an executive order using Title VIII, which is the law, using expedited removal, which is the law. And think about all the resources. We added billions of dollars to Homeland, where now they have resources. It's a matter, can we go ahead and take some action at the border? But I do want to say this. The numbers have gone down. If you remember, in December, it was 10,000, 12,000 a day. Right now, in between ports of entry, it's about 3,800. So the numbers have gone down. I think the president needs to look at this downward movement that we see and take more action so the numbers keep going down as soon as possible.
I mentioned, Congressman, we love to have you because you give it to us straightforward. It was fascinating to hear you say right off the top, you would have wished that he had done it yesterday. So what do you think? Is he afraid of moving forward, afraid of upsetting the Democratic base? Why hasn't he taken action as you see it?
Well, I don't want to speculate that, but I do know there is internal debate. Some folks, I think more of the career officers at Homeland know what needs to be done. Yeah, they don't want to see catch and release. But then you got some other folks that feel differently. So it's an internal debate, but I hope that he looks at the same polls that all of us have been looking at. And one of the biggest things out there, out in the area, in the country, is border security. And he needs to understand that he needs to address this. Look, if he does some executive action, we know there's going to be a lawsuit. We know, of course, some people feel that we're doing too much. Some people feel we're not doing enough. But in my personal opinion, I think he needs to look at some sort of executive action.
Okay. I saw you in the news over the weekend, Congressman. Quote, Henry Cuellar warns that using federal aid to help migrant travel makes San Antonio a quote-unquote magnet. Can you explain, sir, what you mean by that and what's going on in your area?
Look, in Laredo, which is 150 miles outside of San Antonio on the border, even our non-for-profits are telling us that San Antonio has become the quote, the milk and honey place, where people know that if they get to San Antonio, they're going to be transported to their place of location. I also understand what San Antonio is saying, that is, if they don't move them out, they're going to be sleeping in the streets of San Antonio. But when I created this program back in some years ago, I did not want to see money be used for transportation. In the old days, and I'm talking about 2013, 2014, people would borrow phones and call their relatives and say, hey, can I have some money? Can you buy me a bus ticket and send me over here? But now they know that there is federal dollars that can be used to transport people. So this is not the way I had it. And it's interesting, FEMA at the very beginning had about a 10% cap on it. Now there's no cap. You can use whatever monies you want to for housing, hotels. You can use whatever money you want to for transportation dollars. Again, without due respect, this is not the way I envisioned this when I helped start this program back some years ago.
Congressman Cuellar, we'll leave it there. Henry Cuellar from the state of Texas. Thank you, Congressman. We'll talk to you again soon. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.